In Phoenix, ESPN 620, Rockin' Minuch with Jimmy B.
All right, coming up in about 15 minutes, Rudy Carpenter, followed by Frank Sanders. But we turn our attention to the Phoenix Suns and the Weekapaw Casino Resort Celebrity Wine and Spirits Festival, which is presented by Lerner Road this Saturday at the Scottsdale Civic Center. And I remember one of the first times I had ever met our next guest, we were at a Buffalo Wild Wings. And I remember him sending me a shot of tequila. And since then, I think we've been friends ever since.
I think so. That's still the deal.
And now he has his own tequila company. Yeah. Tom Chambers joins us now here on ESPN 620. What's up, TC?
Yeah, but that was some rot gut just because I didn't like you very much, you know.
It was.
I got some good tequila now, you know.
that was well, right? That was a bad well. It was cheap. But you do remember that, right? It was. I think we do remember that. So
absolutely. You know, one thing about you, you always took it like a man. Everything was put your way. You took it down. You know?
So I'm pretty excited to have you in this event. I'm part of this event as well. I mean, Roger Klein, we had Brie Garcia on earlier. There's all kinds of celebrities, Dusty Baker, Christy Kerr, and you. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in a tequila company.
Well, first of all, I love me some Dusty Baker and Christy Kerr and Roger Klein, and I'm excited to go out there and rub shoulders with them to hang out with them. But you know, I just have a friend, Rico, and he started this company, him and Jay. They got it going, and they wanted somebody that talks loud and is kind of obnoxious and, you know, gets things going. But yeah, I've been a part of it now for, I think, going on 2 years. And we were kind of, you know, in the embryonic stages of this thing. It's obviously, it's a, you know, this grassroots deal. It just starts from the bottom, not a lot of money involved in it. But man, I'll tell you what, they did a great job of the bottle. It's won award after award after award. The tequila now is winning awards. We're now carried by, you know, one of the best, the biggest, distributors there is in the world in Southern Glacier. So Alberts is taking us on. So we went from me sending you rot gut to all of a sudden we got some good stuff now, and you can find it in your local stores. So it's a cool thing. It's really good. It's really fun. I got a great group of partners involved in the company, and we've all put together really, really cool products.
So this is going to do better than you and K-Ray with Verve, right? I mean, this is doing better than that. Well, remember that? I had to bring that up. I got involved in that too.
I did not know that BJ was going to go all pyramid scheme and eliminate people and get in trouble and all that kind of stuff. But I still drink Verve. Actually, it's a good product, but it kind of went sideways a little bit there.
Yes, it did. That's so funny. So, are you actually going to physically do the tasting and kind of break down the tequila and where it's from and how it's made in this VIP deal?
Well, why not? I mean, I got Cliff Notes version. I can always educate myself and figure out that it's in Johannesburg and these agaves are like 4-pounders and they're 8 years old and it's the best there is. It's all natural. It's organic. How good was that?
That's good. That was wow. You got it. You definitely got some Cliff Notes.
That's kind of how I roll. I can be educated and coached. You know what I'm saying?
but Rock never got any taste testing opportunities whatsoever. As you guys are developing this tequila.
I got him in this event.
But so when they're developing
he got me in the event. You know what? I haven't given him a bottle yet for because he's always so cheap with me. Yeah, I'll send him some more of that. I think it was I don't even know what that stuff was I sent you. I can't remember. I just said, give him the worst stuff you got. Send it on over there,
At least he sent you a box of hay a few years ago. What the heck, man?
Man. You know what? See, I can be educated, and I can be coached, and you still call it a box of hay.
That was Minuch who called it a box of hay.
I learned. Minuch telling what Rock said too. I mean,
you farmers, I don't know. So again, the Scottsdale Civic Center. You go to basically it's the 15th. That's Saturday. So we encourage everybody to come out. You can get tickets by going to the civiccenter.org page. It's great. And the VIP is what you want to get. Then you can actually get to meet Tom and be there for the 2 hours earlier and all the sampling. And it's really going to be a great time. So looking forward to that. All right, let's turn our attention
Wait 1 second. did the fine print say that I need to do a shot with everybody who says I need to do a shot with them? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a connoisseur of sipping and swirling. I found that stuff, man. I don't do that swirling stuff like that.
I think this is it's worth the admission just to see how many shots you put
right.
down.
I'm gonna have a couple of big guys next to me so I don't tip over. When I hit the ground, it's not a pretty thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Let's turn attention. Unfortunately for the Suns, they got a game tonight. I know you're working. We appreciate you getting us on a game day. Do you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Do you think that things are going to start kind of maybe, if this last so many games that they can turn something around and maybe sneak into this playoff?
Well, I'll tell you what, the light at the end of the tunnel is the Dallas Mavericks have just fallen apart. Luka goes away. Anthony Davis, plays 3/4 of one game and they looked marvelous. He got hurt. He's out maybe for the whole season. And then obviously Kyrie Irving got hurt. So because they're faltering so horribly, the Suns don't have to be perfect to get in. They can just, play and play. I think if they can play well, yes, 100%. It's like all season long we've been waiting for this moment. And Devin Booker a couple weeks ago said, at some point you got to draw a line in the sand and say, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I mean, they have the talent, the skill to go out there and beat anybody in the NBA. So hopefully it starts now.
Tom, does it just a matter of just outscoring people at this point because they're giving up on average 123 points per game, win, lose, or draw? Turnovers were down a little bit the other night, but that seems to be their nemesis and Achilles heel as well.
Well, the defense has to be there. I mean, at least you have to be precise and be able to get stops when you need to get stops. And they've found ways to do that in spurts, and they've been really good in spurts where they'll have an opponent do 17 points in a quarter, 20 points in a quarter, but then they'll have a 44-point quarter for the opponent. So it's got to be more consistent, 48 minutes more of consistent defense. And when you're playing really tough defense, you're not turning the ball over because you're running downhill, you're scoring, you're getting easy baskets, you're getting points in the paint. So things really, really good things happen for this team when they are playing defense. They know it, we know it, we all know it. So hopefully they just get after it and try and stop them tonight. Obviously, with Memphis and Ja and all that, he's a load because he's always going downhill and trying to dunk on everybody. But they're capable of beating this team. They've had good games against them in the past. So hopefully they get another one.
So what encouraged you the most with they got 2 more on the road, then you got the 6-game homestand in order for this team to make it literally through the back door of the play-in tournament?
I don't know what that number is going to be, but I do know this: they can't just coast in because Portland's right on their butts, and they don't want to give this opportunity to somebody behind them. They want to look up, they don't want to look back and worry about what's happening behind them. So they're going to have to win some games. I mean, if they win 3/4 of their games, they'll probably be in my opinion. But man, I'll tell you what, I want to win, more than that. I want to just get on a roll and have a 10-game win streak or 14-game win streak or something like that. That's what would be really good for this team, get their psyche going and get their mental toughness going and get on page defensively too, because some good things have been happening.
Tom Chambers is our guest on the Right Toyota guest line. So my question is, no Bradley Beal tonight. It's kind of like load management with his sore calf. And my question to you then, Tom, have you ever had a calf issue like that? And if so, how difficult is it to manage it?
Well, it's just basically for him giving him some rest, going back to back. That's what the NBA does these days. They, if somebody's got a sprained eyelash, it seems like they can't play back to back for, half the season, so I that's just what they do now. Obviously a strained calf, it can pull, it can get bad. It's a hamstring, the same kind of thing. So you don't want to mess with that. But Bradley's been good, but this team's been good when Bradley hasn't played too. They've stepped up. They've done a nice job. That's when Colin Gillespie stepped in and had a tremendous game. So I expect people to step up and play well. The Suns certainly have enough people. They haven't even utilized, Ryan Dunn as of late, but I love what Colin's done when he's getting the opportunity. Bobo's playing well. So they've certainly got enough people, and Grayson Allen can play 35 minutes a game and be tremendous. So it stinks that, we haven't been whole for the most part, but it's better to be able to be whole when we get to that play-in position.
All right, that's my follow-up question then, because you have Memphis. You have maybe the most difficult closing schedule in the NBA, but you just referenced with the Mavericks, with all of their injury issues. They only had 7 guys available on Sunday. They look like the team that is going to teeter and fall. But with the type of schedule, do you look ahead as a player, or do you just have to focus first game, then the next game? That's it. That is your focus.
Well, it has to be, even break it down more than that. I'd be possession by possession and quarter by quarter, because they have lapses where they think, okay, we're going to be able to, outscore this team 20 points in the fourth quarter and win, which they have done. But don't put it off until the last quarter. I can go out there and put somebody away early, which this team has not done all season long. I think they may have had 2 blowouts the entire season. So go out there, jump on a team. Do not allow them to have confidence, because this Suns team seems to let everybody else have confidence. And when an NBA player gets their confidence rolling, it's tough to shut them down. So then it makes for a difficult game. So they've got to go out there and break it down and win every single quarter and every single possession, and then they'll have some success.
Tom, we'll see you on Saturday, buddy. Thanks for the time today, especially on game day.
All right. Hopefully it's not raining on us.
We'll be fine. No rain.
Right.
Tequila's okay in the rain.
It'll warm us up.
Exactly. All right. We'll see you on Saturday. That's Tom Chambers joining us. The Week of Paul Casino Resort Celebrity Wine and Spirits Festival, which is presented by Lerner & Rowe. It's this Saturday at Scottsdale Civic Center. General admission tickets $50. VIP is only $100. They just announced today that Mike Love of the Beach Boys is going to be attending.
Very nice.
You got like Dusty Baker. You have all kinds of big time names, as we talked about with him. And we had Brie Garcia in from the Garcia twins. She's got a wine, and a lot of TV and movie stars and things like that that'll be there. So it's going to be a really cool event. Looking forward to it. Tickets are limited. It's a limited event, so you got to go to civiccenterlive.org to get tickets, and you can sign up there if you want to be part of Tom Chambers tasting. I think that'll be funny if he doesn't sip when he's doing his tastings and he is doing shots. This could be the most entertaining festival I've ever been to. It'd be probably even better than a Dead show. So anyway, we'll get into that again later in the week. We'll even have some tickets to give away as well. But next, Rudy Carpenter, his company. He has a company that he's an agent. Of course, he's a former NFL quarterback, played at Arizona State. He had DK Metcalf, who went to the Steelers. We'll talk to him about that, get his take on all the quarterbacks that are going back and forth today. So that's all coming up next on Rock and Manooch with Jimmy B right here on ESPN 620.